Search continues in Central California for a missing 5-year-old boy who was swept away by floodwaters earlier this week. Local police say hope is not lost that they will be able to find Kyle Doan.
I can't say for sure whether we'll find him or not. What I can say is we are doing everything we can to find Kyle, using every resource available to us, because that is ultimately our #1 goal.
Kyle Doan has been missing since Monday. The SUV he was in with his mother caught in fast rising waters. His mother was able to get him out of the car seat and out of the vehicle before it was swept away, but she wasn't able to hold on to him. There are now more than 100 members of the National Guard helping with the search to locate the boy. At least 18 people have died in California in these severe storms that have been hitting relentlessly since late December. There's another system set to move in today. So back we go to Los Angeles, and once more with Steve Futterman, who's covering this for us wonderfully all week. I almost dare ask this question. What's in store today, Steve?
Well, not a surprise, Heather. More rain. It's beginning to drizzle in Northern California, the Bay Area right now. By the end of the day, the latest atmospheric river will be hitting the Bay Area full force. Lots of rain, once again, exactly what they don't need. Here in Southern California, it comes to us tomorrow. So another day of rest here in Southern California. But let's focus on the Northern California area. One of the areas of biggest concern is just south of San Francisco. That's in Monterey County. They have the Salinas River there, and that river overnight reached its flood stage. There's big concern about it overflowing. People who live along the river, nearby the river, have been urged frantically to leave, to evacuate their homes. Yesterday, the sheriff of Monterey County, Tina Nieto, said if you don't leave, you could be in very, very serious trouble.
If anybody was here in 1995, you know that during a large flooding event, the marina or the Monterey Peninsula became an island, and people were either stuck on one side or the other. And we anticipate that we're going to go into a similar situation, but not as bad.
So that's the big concern right now. People will be caught. They will be stranded. They're hoping, like she said, it won't be as bad as what happened in the 1990s, but it could be a very, very difficult situation. Another river they're looking at for overflowing and causing problems is the Russian River. That's a bit north of or inland from San Francisco in the Stockton-Sacramento area. Now, again, mudslides, a big concern. As the rains continue to fall later today, the mountains, which are already quite fragile, could be vulnerable to new mudslides. People who live in areas that are traditionally vulnerable to mudslides have also been urged to leave or be prepared to leave very, very quickly. The land hasn't really had any time to dry, Heather. The mountains are still saturated. Even the ground, the level ground is saturated. So we will have more flooding of streets, more flooding of homes. It's not going to be very pleasant. The only good news is this atmospheric river today and tomorrow may not be as bad as the one we had earlier in the week, but rain once again. And again, in the Northern California area, we're going to have probably rain for the next 5 to 7 days continuously. In a drought area, you would say that's great, but right now that's not what California wants.
Not at all. Steve, thank you so much again this morning.
Thank you, Heather.
Steve Futterman, who's in Los Angeles.